Thank you guys so much for listening to the Gig Economy Podcast. Just a reminder, December 7th is our last live show for 2022. We'll have some episodes dropping throughout the month, some different interviews and stuff, but we won't be back live again or regular episodes until January. So December 7th is our live show on Wednesday, and then the following Monday, the audio will come out for y'all. Real quick, Solo. What is Solo? Solo uses millions of data points in cities across the country to create daily optimized work schedules for you that they guarantee, making up the difference if you earn less. They also help you track all of your 1099 income, expenses, miles, and project your taxes in one easy-to-navigate dashboard. Solar offers a free two-week no-commitment trial to all gig workers, whether you're out dashing, shopping with Instacart, or driving with Uber. Start optimizing your independence with WorkSolo at WorkSolo.com. You can go there, but please use the link in our description. Basically, this app is incredible. It gives you income management, automated mileage tracker, tax projections, and then a leaderboard, which is really fun. Kind of stacks you up of other earners in your area and your city and how much you are making against them. They are live in a ton of cities for the Smart Schedule and Pay Guarantee. So with that, it is $8 a month for the Smart Guarantee, and it's $4 a month for the basic, just the income management, the tracker, and the tax projections and the leaderboard. But the Smart Guarantee basically is they will tell you when to work, what app to work, what time, and they will tell you how much you will make, and they guarantee it. So if they say you're guaranteed to make $40 in the next 2 hours and you make $38, they're going to cover the $2 difference. So it's pretty incredible. They've paid out a ton of money on those guarantees. Obviously, they're getting better with that. And the average gig worker makes an additional $90 a week, which is about $5K a year. So it's kind of a no-brainer if you are in the cities that offer the Smart Schedule Guarantee. Download the app. The link is in our description. We can't thank Solo enough for supporting the Gig Economy Podcast. All right, guys, thanks so much. Enjoy the show. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast. Thanksgiving version. We're going to get drunk. It's the day before Thanksgiving. Jesper's half in the bag as we speak.
What?
Oh, shit. We're not doing that tonight? I already pre-drank.
I haven't drank anything.
Oh, we should have poured a glass of whiskey.
Oh.
Damn it. Thank you guys for joining us. This is episode 124. I'm Jason. That's Jesper.
Hello.
And we're ready to rock. If you could do me a favor and subscribe and hit the bell notification on YouTube, Facebook, like it, share it, screw it.
Share it with all your friends.
Pop it, beep it, whatever you want to do. We appreciate it. Wow. GigEconomyShow.com for everything gig podcast related. Want to thank our Patreon members: Larry from Bowling Green, Samson from GR, Steve from Colorado, Chris from Grand Rapids, James from Fort Collins, Bud Dickman from North Carolina, Tom Kelly from Houston, Omar from Detroit, Lindsay G from Santa Clara, California, and a new Patreon, Jamie H from
Where?
We don't know. Oh, breaking news. Jamie H is a girl.
Hey, Jamie.
Where are you from, Jamie?
Yeah, where are you from?
Thank you for subscribing to the Patreon. We really appreciate you.
Thank
very
you for
much.
your support.
Telegram group. If you want to connect with other gig workers around the country, go to the description in the rundown.
She's from Tennessee.
Ooh, that's our first Tennessee. I love it.
Not too close from Larry.
No, he goes to the airport. So you can go to the description in the rundown and click on the Telegram group. We'd love to have you about.
And it's getting more active.
It is.
It is getting more active.
I don't know.
Psyched.
I think it was Tyler. He come on one day and he's like, "Oh my God, there's 1,200 messages in here." I'm like, what happened? I'm like,
so to that story goes that before the pandemic, it was super active. I mean, I would, if there was 2 or 3 days I did not listen to it, I would come back and there was like 5,000 messages I hadn't listened to. I mean, it was super active. And then, the pandemic hit and kind of everything went just a little bit downhill.
Yeah.
But so it's just so encouraging to see it come back. And I got a couple of guys, a couple of people I do have to mention that I really appreciate them. Matt all the time.
Yep.
And Gabe. My God, Gabe. I almost called you Gary. I'm sorry, Gabe. It is so good to have you back, Gabe. And it's I mean, you're a day driver. Obviously, Matt drives a lot during the day as well. And it's just, Yes. And of course, Chris, of course, all the other names that I'm not mentioning right now. It's so good to have you back and just have the conversations. Awesome.
Yeah, Gabe, Chris, and Matt are probably the most active on there right now. So
yeah. And okay, Janet was always active. Obviously, she's taking a break right now, but
Yep,
So-
that's okay.
Yep.
But Janet did reach out and ask when the picnic was for next year. So I'm thinking the
Ooh.
second that January comes, we need to book that because she wants to plan her vacation around that.
Ooh, wow.
I know. I told her somewhere probably mid-September, but I don't think the Grand Rapids allows you to book until the new year. So we should just book
flights.
Sorry, for the
yes.
pavilion.
We'll book it, yes. Absolutely.
We can just do it early.
It'll be first weekend of September. That's
Yeah.
usually where it is. So, yep.
Oh, thanks for joining, Pete.
Peter is back.
Peter, yeah,
Peter.
I talked to him. I gamed with him the other night. He had said I couldn't remember the reason why he was gone. Oh, he was doing a lot of hiking. I think
He has been just looking out for himself and getting healthy as a Pete. Great job, man. Great job.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. He was always sexy, but all right.
It's the truth.
Yeah, for sure. Before we jump into gig economy news, we just want to do a little stories for the road as Jesper's back on the road and I am doing, I wouldn't say full-time gig work. I say that in the winter I do full-time, but I probably work maybe 30 hours a week.
Yeah, but we're filling up your schedule with other shit too.
Oh,
so.
God. Yeah. The podcasting editing on the other end is pretty busy too. So,
hey, you wanted that. Remember that?
Yeah, I know. Oh, before we jump into the story, one more thing before we jump into the stories as I see the note. Next episode is our last for the year as far as live goes. So that'd be December 7th, you said, right?
Yep, 7th.
2 weeks from tonight.
And then we are planning on doing a special episode the week after, right? It'll be a rerun of some old stuff, maybe.
Either that or it'll be a interview that we've done. So you'll have some content, but you just won't see our live faces till January. So
our families want to spend time with us.
I know.
So
I don't know why. My kids are annoying, but I'm just kidding. I love them.
Definitely.
So why don't we stories from the road? I'll let you go first.
Okay. So last weekend here in Grand Rapids was special. Obviously, we had a giant snowstorm. And I think, did it start Thursday? I forget. Anyways.
It was mostly Friday. Well, no, it did Thursday because our kids got school canceled, and it wasn't even that bad.
I know, it was horrible.
Did yours get canceled the night before, too?
Oh, yeah.
I think once one goes, they all just like, okay, we'll do it, too.
Yep, no, absolutely. So anyway, so we had snowstorm all the way through the weekend. Through actually, I think the last warning I saw was Sunday at 5 p.m. or something like that. Anyways.
Yeah.
But at that time, it was really over. So anyways, snowstorms is actually normally really, really good driving weather. And I got to tell you, Matt killed it, okay?
He had his checks were huge.
Oh, my gosh. He just killed it. And I just had a horrible time. And I don't know. I mean, when I was out there, first of all, I don't normally drive during the day. So most of the clients that I had was just pissing me off. I'm just being honest. It was like, oh, whatever. But then I also had the wrong strategy is what I came up with. Afterwards, in looking back at it, I definitely had the wrong strategy. And, looking back at it, I should have realized it because I always drive, when I do nighttime driving, I should say, after I started driving again, the strategy has been XL Comfort only. And it has worked very, very well.
Yeah.
Okay? What I found this time, though, because there was such a steady surge all the weekend, because there was, they were making crazy money, right? Apparently, the XL and Comforts were high enough that people didn't pick them. Normally, people, they just want to pick the quickest route home.
So you're saying that the surge was so high on those, they're
Correct.
like, forget it, we'll do an X.
They just waited for the X.
Gotcha.
Okay? Because the XL and Comfort I was getting was all 15 miles away.
Ugh.
Right? Or 50 minutes away. And I did take those or whatever. And I was just, I don't know. So I drove 4 hours that way, and I got pissed off, went home, took a break, went back out. And then I had this one episode with 9 boys. Okay. And I pull up to an area down in Granville, and out come these 9 boys. And not one of them was over 15. I guarantee you that. Okay. And so I did hey, I need to see ID.
Yep.
Okay. And the guy who had the account came up to, I'm like 17, it's my account, whatever, right? And I don't care. I need to see your ID.
Yeah.
And they were just being whatever, really. Anyways, long story short, it was the first time in my long driving I had felt uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, because this was 9. First of all, it was 9. There was no way I'm going to let 9 in my car, right?
Yeah.
Because I can only fit 7. My new car does have 7 passenger seats.
How's braking camp?
Oh, shut up. Anyways, but I know that if I had let him in, they would have all 9 come in.
Oh, of course.
So that would have been a problem as well.
Yeah.
And so since I didn't leave him in, of course, they were all like being really nasty to me
giving
and
you shit.
called me names. And I saw as I pulled away from them, they were doing the gun towards me, right? I mean,
oh, geez.
Yeah.
Oh, they're tough guys.
Exactly, right? And I was just, and I know they didn't have guns, but it was still.
Well, I mean, it's still scary.
I was just uncomfortable, and I was very happy I turned it down.
Yeah.
But it's just, why do they have to act like that, right?
Because kids are stupid.
Anyways.
Yeah. Well,
and that was just kind of, that was it. It's like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
So I just said, fuck it, and I go home.
Sometimes you have those rides where like, this just finished my night.
I know. And it wasn't even 5:00, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just done.
I mean, you went out in a time where there's a lot more people that aren't out to party. They're trying to get from A to B. They're trying to get to their job and those kind of things. And so the reason you went out during the day is just because of the snow. You thought,
well, I wanted to hit the surge. Right?
Gotcha.
But the problem is and I should have realized that earlier is the rides I was getting didn't have a surge attached to them because the Comfort and XL was just too expensive.
And at night, I think you would have been successful because during the day, people, they're just not going to pay that. They're not going. They just like, I'm not paying it.
But mentally, I just wasn't there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd had enough. I didn't want to do it. I was mad. I mean, ask my wife. I was mad at the world.
Yes. She's like, damn it, go back out and make some money and come back when you're. I
think she was thinking that.
Oh my gosh.
No, it wasn't that bad. But it was just, that was my weekend. So
yeah. I don't have a ton of stories. I want another Rapify update, y'all. You were hoping to see a picture tonight, which I should have took it. I don't know why I did. Well, no, I got the messed up picture. No, I didn't get in an accident. No, I got the Rapify done last Thursday finally, and it was fine, and it was tracking my earnings, and everything was good. So it's been it's Wednesday, so it hasn't even been 7 days. So on Sunday. Or no, on Monday, I went to work for Little Debbie, which I do every Monday for a day. And I noticed the wrap was starting to come off already on my passenger side. And then they're like, okay, for the meantime, can you just tape it down? And I'm like, well, that's temporary. Because like I sent him a text. I was like, I live in winter climate. I need to take my car through we had just gotten through that storm. So there's salt all over my car. They're like, just temporary. And then it just more started to do it. Then the tape didn't work. And I'm just driving down the highway. It's just flapping or whatever. So I got to say, they did a kind of a cool thing. So they finally texted me back today and I think it was a supervisor or whatever. And what's really cool, this company, I really like them. Their customer service is great. They're texting me. I don't have to email them. Like, how great is that? And he's like, listen, here's the deal. I'm going to make you an offer. I will pay you $150 to rip it off and end the campaign right now. And I was like, but I was planning on making $50 a week for 3 months. And he's like, right, but it's a win-win for us. It's a win for me because I'm going to have to pay somebody to go out. Like, we're going to be losing money hand over fist, but I'm willing to give you the $150. And I was like, okay. So I went out today, ripped it off, took a picture, sent him the picture that was verified, and I ended the campaign early. So I made $150 plus I've made $50 so far. So I made $200. But I gotta give them props about their customer service. It's been really great.
Right.
And I did just get an email. They're asking for some investors.
Oh, yeah?
I swear. You only need...
You can invest $200.
Well, yeah. I mean, the minimum is $100 to invest in them. But it was just an interesting experience. Because I was like, hey, but I want to do this for 3 months. Because that was like the goal, $50 a week for 3 months. And he's like, Well, the Amazon campaign is done anyways. You kind of got into the tail end, so we wouldn't even be using that one. But I know for sure there's one coming up soon. So basically what I'm saying is Monday I could go look in the app, and there could be another campaign that he said you're full and clear to sign up for.
There you go.
But then I asked, was it the installer or was it the decal? Like, why did it have an issue?
Is it the quality of the decal?
He said it was pretty easy to get off. I got the sides off in like 3 minutes. Like big sheets just.
But it has to be cheaper though to put on. So it can't be very good quality wrap.
I don't know. I mean, but I guess my point is, I said to him, "Are you going to send me to the same installer?" Like I think the installer didn't do a good job. I saw there was a lot of open seams that had a ton of air bubbles in it. So I would do it again, but I mean, I couldn't go through the car wash. No. That's why I took the deal, because I'm like, I want to get my car through the car wash.
Of course.
So, yeah, that's my Rapify story. But
there you go.
I still think they're a great company.
So your car has been de-wrapped.
It has been de-wrapped. But yeah, that's all.
Is that a word?
I don't think so. That's about it. I started doing Roadie again a little bit, which has been okay. It's very clunky of an app. And their app was shitty yesterday, but other than that, it is it's okay. And a lot of Walmart runs. They're doing something called deals this time. So basically they're like Black Friday deals, and it's separate. And that's been really busy.
Is that the one that has all the big TVs and shit?
Yes. I delivered a 65-inch yesterday. And it's funny with how light those TVs are. I can handle it. It's a little clunky because it's awkward, but it's not heavy. It's 40 pounds.
Yeah. Did you have to put your seat down to fit it?
Oh, yeah. They're all down. I'm waiting for somebody to roll up in a Honda Fit and then it'll become a 65-inch TV.
They're going to put it on the roof. You're going to see it flying right now.
Real quick, before we jump into gig economy news, I got to give Dashing Trader a shout out. I met him the other night. I was on Steve's show, and he was one of the roundtable peeps. And so we've subscribed to each other's show, and he's a cool guy. So I appreciate you checking in. I appreciate you very, very much.
Thank you so much.
All right, gig economy in the news. This is Doordash heavy, which I don't know why. Doordash is in the news all the time. So, but yeah, it's Doordash heavy. So Doordash just announced some safety check-ins. I don't know why they're doing it now, where it seemed like all the other apps had jumped into like being safe, but they've added 4 or 5 new features. Safe Dash check-in. If we detect a dash is taking longer than expected, we'll automatically check in to see if you're okay. If you ever feel unsafe and need quick help, you can easily connect with ADT or 911 from the app. So basically, if you're waiting on food, they're going to send you a notification like, are you okay? And you have to check, I'm okay.
Right.
Or they're gonna call.
Huh.
Or they're gonna in chat message you, like, I don't know. But Safe Chat will screen chat communication with customers for any offensive language and give you the option to report an issue or undersign a delivery without impacting your Dasher rating. So I don't know if they're monitoring it real time. If someone calls you a dick canoe,
AI.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, are they gonna like send another message? Like, I don't know. It just seems like it's very intrusive from support all of a sudden.
Did you get offended?
Yeah, are you offended? Are you hurt? Are your feelings hurt? Oh my God.
Would you like me to throw your passenger out of the car?
Yeah. Would you like me to cancel this order from McDonald's? Real-time safety alerts. You'll get real-time notification from SamDesk, a global crisis detection platform that provides 24/7 monitoring about any possible unsafe situation nearby. So like a mass shooting, which is ridiculous that we even have to talk about, as there's been 2 more in the last week.
I know.
Safety reporting. If you ever feel unsafe during or after customer interaction, you can easily report it to a safety agent and opt out. And porch light reminders.
That's nice.
Yeah. To make it easier to find delivery address at night, we'll send customers notifications requesting they turn on their exterior lights.
That was the worst when the last time I did DoorDash, I was out at night. I just picked up an order from, I think it was Olga's. Anyways, I had to drop them off or somewhere up in that bad area of Alpine.
York Creek.
Yeah, thank you. And just down the street from that, there is some it's not the actual York Creek apartments, but there's some condos next to them.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find the fucking house. Right? It was like,
it's tough.
There was night, and there was like no lights on. Like,
I got to say, with the technology, when we first started Uber driving, the GPS was okay. It got you close, but it's gotten a lot better. For the most part, even if you can't see, that pin is usually pretty accurate.
It's getting much better, yes.
Now, I get so fussy when I have to get out of my car to look at the address because it's so dark, because it's mostly apartment complexes or condos where it's not lit up appropriately. But anyways... Jesper, we're going to talk about more predictable earnings. Which more predictable earnings.
But before I do that, I forget there was one thing I forgot to
say.
Okay. Well, it's not that it's another story, but I know you guys have been following along with this thing. But I must say, I can officially say that I am active on Lyft again.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. If you have listened to the show for a long time. Jesper's been Lyft free for decades.
Yeah. I had a lead foot accident.
God, how long ago? 5 years?
5 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, 5 years ago.
And I think what happened is, if I'm being honest, I think the police officer kind of wrote it up more than what it should have. And so it was actually written up as, what is it?
Careless?
No, yes.
Careless driving. Not reckless, careless. I mean, you're going way too fast.
Which I was. I mean,
you were doing like 35 over, weren't you?
But it was on the highway, right?
It was a surge downtown you were trying to catch.
This was back in the days from the multiplier, okay?
That's how old it
is. That's how old this is. Anyways, ever since then, I've been trying to get back on Lyft. I've tried, every couple times a year, whatever. But now, and here's the beautiful part of it, they didn't even bother telling me.
Yeah, I
didn't get no emails or nothing. I just logged in and I'll try go online. And then the ding came, ding, 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 and I got
a request
like immediately.
Oh
right?
my god!
So I shut that off. And
so basically, you've already got a cancel on there.
Oh yeah,
or you didn't cancel it. You didn't accept it, but an AR hit.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, obviously 2.5 years of that was the pandemic, so you weren't going to be driving for Lyft anyways.
Only 35 over. Yep, that is correct.
Yeah, he was hauling the old Chrysler. That's no more.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, the police was hiding under the bridge down on
96.
96.
Yeah, you're coming from the north, right? Screaming back into town.
I had pulled on Fuller. And then I needed to go down to south, where we, down by the old restaurant we used to hang.
Oh, Charlie's Crab.
Charlie's. I was going back down there to catch some more, and then he caught me. Anyways, yeah, that was back in the good old days.
Yeah,
back in the good old days.
The Gig Economy Podcast will be right back.
Hey, I'm Mike.
And I'm Jason, and we're the hosts of the Threads podcast, Life Unfiltered.
And we are on a mission to rid the world of Facebook fake, Instagram ickies, and Twitter takes.
And we do this through unfiltered dialogue about faith, mental health, and uncomfortable conversations.
And sometimes we talk about really deep and serious topics.
And sometimes we talk about stupid stuff and make jokes and talk about our lifelong goal of being great at fitness.
But no matter what, we are unfiltered as we talk. So we hope that you join us on the journey.
Okay, so anyways, sorry about that. More predictable earnings. Are you going to put up that notice? So I actually got this notice in my app the other day.
You know what? I'm an idiot, and I apologize for that.
That's okay. That's okay. So I logged into my Uber app the other day, and I actually got this notice. But the funny part is, I still haven't seen it active in my app. This is how new it is. Obviously, we've gotten upfront pricing, so now we know what we're going to get. And so the next thing we're going to get from Uber is apparently now we're going to get those hot spots on the map. You can click on when should you be driving where and that kind of stuff. And I have not seen it yet in my app, so I can't talk a lot about it yet, but I thought it was interesting to see it. So that was kind of cool. It would be interesting to see how active they are.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminded me a little bit of the solos, what do they call it, like active driving or whatever. They'll tell you where to drive, what app to drive.
Smart Guarantee.
Yeah, exactly.
They are a sponsor. You didn't even know the Smart Guarantee.
Well, I forgot.
I'm gonna make you do the ad.
I forgot the word of it, right? The Smart Guarantee, which is still not active in Grand Rapids, by the way. So please, everybody, start signing up so we can get Smart Guarantee active in Grand Rapids. Anyways, it reminded me a little bit about that. Obviously, it doesn't look like they're gonna guarantee anything, but at least they'll kind of help you guys out, help us out when to drive, where to drive to make more money. So
yeah. Next up, I realize this is kind of a repeat article, but there was one thing added in this article about the Doordash, the safety thing is now you can, maybe I did talk about it. You can block customers that you don't want to deal with.
Oh, no.
Yeah, maybe I thought I may have said it, but so that's another feature. I think you can just report like you felt uncomfortable, like not in the chat or anything, but like, it may have been in the hood in a bad area and some guy yelled, the customer yelled at you and you can just say, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. So
like giving a 1-star on Uber.
Yeah, kind of.
Yep.
Although I never with the Uber stuff, I never believed that they did that. I felt like Lyft was more forthcoming. Like if it's 3-star below, they won't match you again. And I always thought that they were really good at it, but I never believed Uber did it.
There's only been once I've ever 1-starred somebody.
One time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh!
And I've never been matched with them again. I generally will. I will 5-star everybody unless they're really bad. Oh yeah.
Oh, I feel like that's the only way we can get back. Like if the guy was super annoying, I'm
but
like,
are
all
they
right,
really
4-star.
that bad?
No, but that's the only way I can vent. I guess vent and Telegram, right? But I'm just like, if the guy was like, what if a guy was like a bigot or a racist the way he talked in the car? Would you just still give him a 5-star?
No, I would probably 1-star them. I mean, the one I 1-starred had a phone conversation on the way home. It was the middle of the night, and every other word was MF this, MF that.
Oh, I know you don't. I know you don't like swear words.
Well, I do it myself once in a great while.
Yeah,
I didn't. And again, it wasn't even to me. It was just in this conversation. I just didn't appreciate.
I don't understand people that MF in public. If I get really drunk, I will MF in public. I will just say, I will swear really bad. But like, if I was in an Uber, I would not be like, even if I wasn't, I just would keep it on. I control myself, I guess, basically. But
even the guy who kind of verbally abused me after that concert, I didn't 1-star him.
What? You're too nice.
I think I gave him a 3-star.
My gosh, you are too nice. Tyler, I think it's Tyler. I've only 5-starred, not 5-starred a few. They got to really upset me. I don't know. I took it as a sliding scale. Like a 5-star, you got to be like the best passenger. And if it's a little bit, you're getting a 4-star, and then it goes down from there.
But see, I get passengers every weekend. It's like, oh no, you gotta give me a 2-star. He's gonna 1-star me. I was like, I don't care.
Maybe I just have like you have a
we all know if they touch your radio, you gotta give them a 1-star.
I'm gonna beat their ass. 1-star. I'm gonna kick them out. Report them. I just think you have such you're a kind soul. You have a kind face. I have a resting bitch face. Like, don't fuck with me. So I think I just like. I get the asshole people because I feel like you have great stories from when you drive, and at night I hated everyone. Anyways, next up, Jesper wants to talk about TVs.
Oh yeah, this is such a fun ass. This is actually connected a little bit to the story we talked about a moment ago about the new service for
Roadie.
Yep. So anyways, Walmart, why would you just leave my TV out here like this? So somebody delivered this 60-inch TV.
Oh no, this is more than 60. I can't read it, but that looks
75
inch TV.
Anyway, so this is off the Reddit, and the first commenter is this. This is the funniest thing. First commenter goes, I'm kind of curious if she mentioned in the comments what she expected. She ordered a TV delivered to her door. Did she think somebody was going to install it?
So here's the thing. I delivered TVs all week. I did the same thing. Where do you want me to put it?
What are you supposed to do with it?
You see the little bush there? You want me to hide it behind that bush? The box is insane. You know what he should have done? He should have put the mat in front of the door on top of it. You ever see? Because UPS trains you to cover everything up with a mat if you can. So you just put the mat above it. All right. I followed protocol. But I mean,
like, listen, it's a 75-inch TV.
I mean, like, what are you supposed to do? Like,
You gotta fold the box.
Could have what?
I folded the box.
You know what? Sometimes I'll do. I'll lay it flat.
Right.
Depending on the curvature of, like, if their property sits in a certain way, I will try to hide it if I can. But here's the thing. This is what I do. When I deliver it, normally when I deliver stuff, I don't knock on the door. I don't ring the doorbell.
Right.
When I deliver that, I knock and ring the doorbell every single time.
Right.
Because, like, if they're home, they want to drag this in. But I also think the TVs are so low priced now. I mean, that was probably only $750. Not that I'm saying
Only.
but I'm not saying that's not a lot of money.
Oh, I know.
But put in perspective, back in 2007, I bought a Sony TV, 36-inch, not flat screen, for like $1,500.
Oh, I know.
Like, that was, at the time, that was the awesome TV. So I'm not saying $750 isn't expensive, but I guess my point is everyone has flat screens.
Right.
So they're probably like, Walmart's like, fuck it. We'll deliver them like this. Like, what's the big deal? You know, no one's going to steal it, but yeah.
Probably $15.
Well, yeah, those TLCs.
Actually, we have a TCL, and it's a great TV.
So I have one too, but they are cheap.
Well, yeah, but it works fine.
But that's the thing too. Why are these people buying TVs? I've had this TV and the one, I don't even know how old the one up is upstairs. When we bought this in 2014, it was there and it works fine. I mean, I guess if you're a big gamer, you probably want a faster megahertz or something like that, but I don't understand it, man. I'm not kidding you. When I go to Walmart, they're just bringing out TVs and I'm like, how the fuck do you have so many TVs in the back?
Well, because they don't take up any room.
Well, I know.
They get a pallet that has like 400 TVs.
Yeah, and it weighs like 200 pounds. That's it. But anyways, holy cow. But yeah, I thought that was funny too, because I always feel awkward delivering it too. I feel like I'm looking around when I'm delivering it. Someone's going to shank me in the neck and steal it. But I mean, it's like, whatever.
It is kind of crazy to me, though, too, that people have so much available income still. I mean, because, the prices and anything has gone up like crazy recently.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, though. I think the media plays up on a lot of that. I mean, it's definitely more. I'm not arguing with that. But I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, why are people buying all these TVs? And probably debt, credit.
Oh, sure.
I mean, it's probably not cash, but I don't think the prices of like electronics have gone up, though, have they?
Probably not a whole
No,
lot.
I mean, nothing's
but
really
my
cheap.
food costs are going up like doubled.
Food is nuts.
I know.
Food is nuts.
You know, I can either feed my family for a week or I can buy a new TV. Let's get the TV.
Jesper. My God. All right, moving on. I thought this was interesting with Shipped. I'm going to read it on my screen, though, not this one. So this is on Reddit. I love Reddit. Reddit's my favorite place in the world. It says, update on a weekly pay. This was, I don't know when this was. Like a couple weeks ago. Must have been, what was at the end of October? Was it Columbus? I don't know. Anyways, doesn't matter.
It must have been after 11/6 because that was the date they mentioned in there.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, unfortunately, bank holidays have pushed the typical Friday payment to Monday. We want to let you know that in the future, to accommodate this unusual circumstance, we'll make every attempt to process any payments that fall on Friday, on a Friday holiday on the Thursday before instead. On top of that, we want to provide you with a little something for the inconvenience. Any shopper who experienced a delay payout will receive a special bonus that's 5% of the impacted earning from 10/31 to 11/6. So 5% of whatever you made, you're getting a bonus. This special bonus will be applied as a separate payment and shown in payment history, blah, blah, blah. First of all, that's great that Ship did that, right? That's incredible. Second of all, we're all adults, right? Like, you understand how the holidays work. If you get a payment on a certain day, it gets pushed 2 days. Why is this such a big deal?
Because gig workers are paycheck to paycheck.
They're day to day.
I know.
So I just thought that was a little...
In general, that's what they are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, it's a holiday. What's the big deal? Like, it happens to me all the time. It just...
Right.
But they gave him 5%, which isn't a lot. But I mean, that's pretty nice. Doesn't help in the meantime for those gig workers that need that money right then. But you maybe should have a little bit of an emergency fund stashed somewhere.
Yeah,
$500.
You should have that.
A couple $100.
How many people do you know that does that? That have that, right? So I actually, speaking of that, getting money instantly, I did the instant pay on Uber last week just for the fun of it. They charge 75 cents now.
Really?
To do my instant
I thought
payout.
What did it used to be? A quarter?
Well, if you did it out to the Uber card, then it's free.
Oh, but you did it to the
I'm doing
Moves
it to the
card.
Moves card, right? So they charge 75 cents. Which is fine.
I
normally don't do it. I'll try.
Isn't DoorDash's like $2 if you don't have? I think it's.
I have no idea.
Yeah, what am I asking you for? I think if you don't have their Dasher Direct card, it's like $2 to do instant pay, which is like, holy shit! I hate fees. I totally hate fees. I will not, if I can avoid them at all costs.
Fees are the worst.
I actually had to move my fence. Long story, and they were going to charge me 2.5% on fees. I sent a check in the mail. I was like, I'm not paying this. What?
No. I'm with you, but that's just what it is, though.
I know. It's the cost of doing business. I also bitched at my financial advisor because I'm out of state for him. He didn't send me a freaking pie, and I gave him shit. I'm like, hey, he goes, it'll cost me more to ship than the cost of the pie. I said, hey, brother, that's the cost of doing business. Clearly, I don't do enough business with him that it's worth him shipping a pie to me.
Do you have $1 million portfolio?
I don't have $1 million portfolio, so that's probably like, eat a dick, Jason. I'm not shipping out the pie.
I get a postcard from my guy. Right?
We got a card, but yeah, a card. I love my guy. His wife was my high school friend, and so they're great. But don't send me a card. I don't give a shit about a card. Like, don't even send it. I'd rather get a text from you to say, hey, man, been thinking about you. Don't send me a fucking card. I'm going to send this to him. I'm going to cut this out and send it to him. He doesn't listen, so.
Oh, my gosh. So I have a small story about that real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
My financial advisor, he's from Edward Jones, right?
Yeah,
so,
mine's Edward Jones, too.
And
yeah.
So he's a great guy. I love him, and he does really, really good. Anyway, so early on as I started, the reason why I went with Edward Jones because this one guy came door to door. He's a good friend of mine now. But
Whoa. Someone came door to door, a financial advisor?
That's what they were doing back then. So if you're a brand new Edward Jones advisor and you got to build your own portfolio, that's what you're recommended to do.
Wow.
Right. So they went door to door and I had a really good conversation with him and we just kind of struck it up. Okay. So we started something with him just a little bit. This was 20 years ago or whatever, a long time ago. So then he kind of moved out. That guy moved out of Edward Jones. He wasn't doing it anymore. And so I had the opportunity. I could either stay with Edward Jones or I could move to another agency. And so his replacement came to me. And it came in, he sat in my living room, whatever. And he sat and he said, this is pretty much word for word what he said. Like, yeah, last year I was laying carpet and then my brother-in-law kind of told me that I should get into this and I took a couple of courses and so now I'm doing this. It's like, yeah, no, you're not doing my books.
My God, that's what he said?
I know, right? Like he didn't even have a degree in money or nothing.
Well, I mean, you don't have to, but
of course you don't.
But I appreciate his honesty, but maybe a little too honest.
He lost my business that day. Because I moved into another agency at the time.
Oh my god!
But then I have since moved back with Edward Jones because my guy I have right now, his name is Richard. He's awesome. And is doing a really good job. I know him from my Leech group. I was in for a while.
Yeah, that's so funny that guy said
but
that.
But yeah, I know he's sitting in my living room.
At least say you came from a different career, not like I was laying. And nothing wrong with laying carpet. It's good. You make good money, but it's like took a couple of courses. My brother-in-law wanted me to get into this, so can I have your business? Oh fuck no. Good day, sir. I said good day.
I didn't have a $1 million portfolio then either, but
can you imagine? I guarantee that guy lasted 6 months.
I don't know what he's at, but I was like, are you kidding me?
That's hilarious.
So
we won't mention his name.
I don't remember what his name was, but anyways.
Before we move on, I want to talk about Solo. It's one of our new sponsors on the show. If you ever wish you knew how much you were going to make today and how long it would take, or which job was the highest paying in your city, of course, there's an app for that. That's Solo. Solo uses millions of data points in cities across the country to create daily, optimized work schedules that they guarantee for you, making up the difference if you earn less. They also happily track 1099 income, expenses, miles, and project your taxes in one easy-to-navigate dashboard. Solo offers a free 2-week commitment. Solar offers a free 2-week, no commitment trial to all gig workers, whether you're out dashing, shopping, Instacart, what yada yada. So basically, it's an app that whoopsies, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on, sorry y'all. It's an app that in certain cities they have a smart guarantee, which they analyze your data, analyze where you work, and in the areas in your market specifically, and they tell you on Tuesday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. you need to run Doordash, and we guarantee this much. If you do not make this much, we'll pay the difference.
Right.
And they've paid millions of dollars in difference, but they are paying less because they're getting better at it.
Well, of course.
I mean, with the data. So,
but no matter what, it's going to benefit the drivers.
100%.
That's the beautiful part here. Like, do what they say, and you're going to make more money.
Yeah, their stat says their gig workers earn 20% more on average, or $90 more per week in some cities, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's, at least with my car, it's a tank and a half of gas. Maybe a tank and a quarter.
That's the like the worst part of me using Fuelio.
Yeah, you're seeing all that.
I see exactly how much I'm spending.
I know. It makes me want to go to use your app because my app doesn't really show. Like, I would have to like run a report to say that. So
okay.
What?
So Jamie actually got her first payment from Solo today. So that's awesome. So Solo is active in Tennessee,
clearly,
and has the.
Well, it's only by cities, and I know they just added a bunch more, but well, that's cool, Jamie. You'll have to tell us like how it works.
We're gonna have to get you on the show at some point. To talk about how that experience is. So that's awesome.
Let's see. It's Nashville. Oh, Nashville. So maybe she probably drives in Nashville.
Probably.
I mean, but that's interesting. Yeah. Check out Solo. The link is in the description. Just download it and try it. At least they can see that you've downloaded it in the area. We want it in Grand Rapids. Please, please, pretty please. I'm hoping by the end of the gig season or next year that it will be here. But I love those guys. They're working hard. Obviously, Apple and Google Play, you can get the app. And it does cost a little bit of money, $3.99 a month for the basic, and then $8 a month if you're Smart Schedule City, which is pennies.
Right.
Pennies for what you get for it.
I mean, I think the biggest thing here is, and we all know this is the truth, that as gig workers, when we are out there spending our time on this, it's important that we are as effective as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is a very, very important tool that can help you be more effective.
Right.
End of story.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you should use all the tools. Tyler did the math. It's actually if it was $90 a week, it's $5,000 a year. Okay, now that's serious money.
Well, that's the thing. Now, exactly right. You look at it from a whole year's perspective, then it adds up.
So, we'll have to reach out to Jamie. She got her first payment. So I want to know. Like, I don't know anyone that's actually ran the app in the smart thing. I have the app on me on my phone, and I was bragging to Jesper what my hourly was, and then he sent me his, and it like blew it out of the water. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna shut up now. But check them out, Solo. They're awesome.
Again, I was kind of cheating, right? Because this is I drive at night,
and you had a ton of bonuses,
Comfort Extra only, and I have all the Uber bonuses. So I mean,
you really do have an advantage. I mean, I'm not all the work I'm doing during the week. There's no bonuses on anything. It's all straight. I mean, I might get $1 here and there from DoorDash when it's busy, but I mean, it's whatever. They probably take the base pay away, and you know what I mean. They fuck me somehow, but
you're not bitter, are you?
No, I'm not. All right, moving on. Jesper had to explain this to me, so hopefully he can explain it to you better.
I doubt it. So anyways, this is obviously the back of an AirPods case, and he goes, I thought the personalized message was for the delivery driver, not the AirPods. And so apparently in the box when he ordered them, he put in, leave in back garden if I am not there. So that's what he got engraved on the
back. So freaking funny. God,
it was
idiot.
Just a fun thing.
I wonder if Apple would take care of that and say,
probably not.
No.
Who knows?
Apple, they're assholes. Who would even use an iPhone? Pieces of shit.
It's just so expensive.
Yeah, whatever. How much was your phone without all your deals?
No, it was just as expensive.
No,
but the phones are expensive. I paid $1,000 for this thing.
Okay, mine was $1,100. So yeah, we're right. Well, I thought for some reason I thought you paid like $800 for it.
Well, I will once I'm done paying Verizon for it. I will have paid $1,000 for it. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna play a video. It's basically someone spilling some delivery food, and then we're gonna kind of talk about like what you should do. So. She spills it, and then she like runs away.
What?
And she just leaves. So here's the question. What should you do in that moment if you spilled it? Should you knock on the door and say, hey, listen, I'm sorry? Or should you just like run away and then message them in the app? Because you know they're going to message you the second they come out and see that. And it looked like she re-picked up the food and then left. She spilled the drinks, put the food down, realized she spilled the drinks, picked the food up, and ran back to the car.
I mean, first of all, why was he running in the first place?
Do you really think she was running, or do you think it was just sped up?
She tripped up the stairs.
Well, she just wasn't looking.
Anyways, what I would do is I would have knocked on the door, and I would say, hey, this happened.
Yeah.
I will report it in the app that it happened, and then would you like me to go get another one?
See, here's the thing: you're not going to get paid for that.
Well, I understand.
Yeah, but that's fair. I do hate when customers say, "Hey, can you?" The restaurant forgot like McDonald's, let's say, which is all sealed up. McDonald's does a phenomenal job on their deliveries. They're great. They're slow as fuck, but how they package everything is good. Oh, they forgot my chicken sandwich. Can you go back and get it? No, I'm just the delivery driver. Like, and it pisses people off, like customers off. But that's how it works. You got to report it to DoorDash.
The problem is, as the delivery driver, even if it is DoorDash or whatever, you will automatically become an extension of the restaurant.
I know, and you're going to get a low tip. You're going to get a low rating.
Absolutely,
and they're going to take away the tip or not tip you because
tip bait.
Well, I don't think you can take it back on DoorDash. Maybe you can. I only hear that on like Instacart and Walmart and stuff like that. I mean, I feel bad for her. She's probably embarrassed that it happened, but I like your attitude. I think I would do that too. I fucked up. I'm the one that tripped.
Yeah.
Like it's not the restaurant's fault. It's my fault. So I would knock on the door and say, hey, I'm sorry. I'll go get you another drink.
I mean, I'm sorry to say, but I think the more people who actually own up to the shit that they do, the better the world we're going to be.
In general.
Yeah.
And everything. I get that. So next up, we have some awkward conversations in a Lyft chat, which Jesper really loved seeing this picture. This is crazy. And I don't think this is Photoshop. I think this is legit stuff. So
I have to mention for people who are new here is somehow I always get these stories.
Jesper always gets the sex stuff. I don't know why, because he gets embarrassed.
Who is it that makes the lineup here? That would be Jason.
I just do a random and just pick it.
No, you do not. Hey, so it says contact Spencer. This is a conversation, obviously. It's either Uber or Lyft. I don't know. It's probably Uber. But he goes, the white guys who let me...
there's a pickup note.
So yeah, there's a pickup note. There goes, and the person he wants white guys who will let me masturbate, please. What? And then he goes, read the notes, say yes or no. You're gonna let my boyfriend do it. He will clean it up, and I will give you a good tip. Yes or no? Need to know before you pick him up. No.
I mean, who does this?
I don't know.
So. Clearly, the girl is with him. I mean, it could be a boy too, or a man. It could be a gay.
It's a girl?
Yeah, it could be. They could be gay. I don't know why I didn't think that, but that's crazy. Why would you do that? And who says
it must be some weird fetish?
It must be. And then who says, yeah, jack off in the back of my car? Yeah, what kind of tip we talking? I mean, Jesus Christ, what are we even doing?
Good tip, so it's like $8.
And a tip of 8 inches. Hey-oh!
You had to go there.
I had to. That's what she said, jokes. But yeah, that's crazy why someone would even ask that. People are weird. I mean, go about your freak self. I'm not judging you for doing that, but it's like, why would you even feel comfortable asking a stranger?
What makes you think it's okay to even go there?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
Correct. Do it at home. Be voyeuristic at home. Don't ask me if you can jack off in my car.
No, you cannot make.
Now, is it different if a girl wants to masturbate in your car?
No.
Oh, you hesitated. You hesitated. Of course, it's not different.
So have you seen?
No.
Have you seen all the latest videos from both Uber and Lyft about having passengers in the car? They specifically mentioned that if anybody wants to do it in your car, you need to kind of cancel the ride and let them out.
They literally are saying that?
Oh yeah.
Like, what verbiage do they use? Like,
well, I
if they want to have sex,
but it's definitely it's the coitus.
Coitus. God, that's such an old word. Isn't that like from the Bible? Coitus.
I don't know. I know it's the word.
That's a cringy word.
The word he was using all the time in that show. What was it called? The geniuses living in that apartment with Penny. What was? Oh, that show was the funniest thing.
I don't remember.
Anyways,
just for using that word, I'm going to use that in my wife tonight. Do you want to have coitus tonight? She's gonna.
You have to report back and see if it was successful.
She's gonna slash. She's gonna slap the shit out of him. Yeah, I'll report back. I'll send you a text.
Please wait till afterwards, please.
Yeah, I will. I'll ask if we can do it in the back of your new car. Does that be weird? Yes.
Only if I can have the app on.
All right. Another. Always hustling, Jesper. Always trying to make that money. Didn't ask for an extra tip. Just make sure the app's on. All right. So this is a 5-minute video. We're not going to play all 5 minutes. I'll play up to about 2 minutes, but it's interesting, and I bet a lot of people don't know about it. This is in reference to Doordash, of course. The Big Bang Theory. I never watched one episode of that.
You didn't?
No.
It's the funniest show in the whole world. Oh, yeah. It's ridiculous.
Okay. I'll have to look into it. Hopefully it's on Netflix. So anyways,
it's not. CBS.
Is it still on live?
No, but they still own the rights to it.
Oh, well, I'm not going to go to CBS. That's a terrible station. So anyways, let me get to my damn story. This is Doordash, and this is from the rideshare guy and Pedro, which I didn't know he was doing content work for the rideshare guy. It's super cool. So let's take a listen.
Doordash driver gets deactivated, doesn't get paid for his week's worth of work. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the Rideshare Guy. My name is Pedro Doordash Santiago. Now, today's video, I'm going to share with you a story of something that happened to Uber Lyft Phoenix, this channel right here. I interviewed him on my channel last Sunday. He shared his story. I'm going to give you some of the details of that story today. Doordash drivers are out there. You can be deactivated for reporting stores closed. Many of us have done it. Nothing wrong with it. You get to a place, it's closed because they're short-staffed and they decide to close early. It's closed because the hours of operation don't match what's on the Doordash site. I've been to places that are closed because they've been out of business and are still on the Doordash site. Now, this isn't to scare you. This is to inform you and share with you so you could be knowledgeable. Uber Lyft Phoenix works the graveyard shift out in his market. He works hours of the night into the wee morning. Many places are closed or close early while he works. A couple hundred times he's marked stores as closed. He has a channel. He's videotaped restaurants, McDonald's, Jack in the Box, them saying, sorry, we can't fill your order. We're closing early. He marks the store as closed. Many times he's talked to support as well. Doordash deactivated his account for fraudulent activity, reporting stores as closed. The stores he reporting were closed. He was supposed to be paid $1,700 on the Tuesday. They didn't pay him. Because on Doordash, when you get deactivated, your pay doesn't happen. He's reached out to Doordash, nothing. Canned responses by support. Still to this day, he has not been paid.
So we've talked about that before. How is that even legal?
Oh, it's not.
I mean, I know we signed the terms of service, but I feel like what is the reason for them to do that?
Well, so they call it fraud, right? So they because they feel like he is reporting too many as closed.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, but again, if you report several hundred of them closed, which is what he did.
Yeah.
Because when you get to a store, he didn't report them closed forever.
Yeah.
He just reported them they were closed when he was trying to,
and he wants to get paid. It's some fee for driving there and finding out that it's closed.
Of course.
And he's videotaping a lot of these too.
Because it has to be up to the platform to figure out that they're closed.
Okay, so that besides the point. So why are they taking his money? Because they say he's being, but I mean, they'll take it regardless, even if you.
What do they call it? Fraud, right?
Yeah, but they'll even if they deactivate you for something else. What if they deactivate you for low rating? They'll still take your money.
I understand.
I'm trying to focus on the money part.
They can't legally do that, though. He needs to sue their ass.
I would. I mean, $1,700.
Absolutely,
that's a lot of money. But they say, well, it's in our terms and service that we'll take your money if you get deactivated. I'm like. Okay, I understand we're parting ways, but I still did the work.
Well, but here's the thing, though, too. They can put all kinds of shit in their terms of service. That doesn't make it legal.
Yeah,
I mean,
touche. Well, they're probably figuring that no one's going to fight it, or it's going to be very few people that are going to fight it.
They can't legally steal that money, though. That's money he earned.
I know. It's crazy. But anyways, just be aware of that. I don't know. Maybe this is where it's nice you should cash out every day.
Well, there you
go. That's a good reason, because if they can just deactivate you for whatever, I mean, $1,700 is a fuck ton of money.
That is, I mean, he obviously is more than, well, probably maybe not more than full, but definitely a full-time driver.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
You know?
And interesting, he drives the graveyard shift. Like, I don't think there is a graveyard shift here in Grand Rapids. I mean,
for Doordash.
I mean, I know it's active. Like, you can dash, but I mean, where are you going? A lot of these McDonald's still aren't open 24 hours.
Oh, no.
Since coming back from the pandemic. So
Nope, definitely not.
All right. This one's in. Oh, no, we got an ad. This is your favorite ad. You guys love the ads. Gig Economy 25. No. This is Upside. I'm up to. But I'm up to in my one account like $45.
Nice.
But I think total. No. That one I haven't cashed out. I have a cash of 45. I think I've made over 110.
Oh, nice.
But yeah. If you have not used this app, I don't know what rock you're living under. We kind of came onto it late, but we'd love for you to try it. If you go to the description, click on the link. And if you've never used it before, on your first fill up, you're going to get 25 cents off right off the bat. But if you add the promo code Gig Economy 25, you get another 25 cents off. So 50 cents total. So
I have made probably $35 so far, but I haven't used it super active. But I am, very, very active now ever since I got my new car. And I must say, today before I came here, I just tanked for $3.51 downtown.
What?
$3.51 after Upside.
Wow, that's good.
I know I get 19 cents back a gallon on Upside.
Oh, I get so excited when I'm trying to fuel up. And what you do is you search the area that you're in.
Absolutely.
And it gives you like 3 gas stations, and they're like, oh shit, 25 cents. Like, I'm going to that one. And when you have big tanks, I mean, mine's a 20-gallon tank. So if it's bone dry, I mean, that shit adds up.
I must have. There's one thing though I have to say, and it's probably not Upside's fault. I don't know, but there's been once I got to the gas station and it was wrong.
Really?
Now I still got the 19 cents off. I still got the
what was
deal.
wrong about it?
The price that the app was saying was not the price in the gas station.
Oh, it never is. I never look at that. Wait, I just contradicted myself. So the app says it was $4 and you get there and it's $4.10.
Yes.
But I think it probably has to be, don't you think?
It was quite a lot. It was like 40 cents difference.
Oh, shit. Maybe it had just increased. And
it could have been. I don't know. This was a couple weeks ago. That I got the deal. I still got the deal. I still got the 19 cents off or whatever they're offering. Yeah. But the app said the wrong
You know what else? What else they'll do? And I usually am good about this. So I usually go to marathons, and they automatically, if you have their fuel rewards, you get a nickel off. You just put your code in. But when I take the picture, I try to make sure I cut off where it says loyalty on it. And the other day I did it, and they reduced my 20 cents a lower because they saw I already got a nickel off from the gas station. They don't let you double up. So here's a pro tip. They're not going to listen to this. Make sure when you're taking a picture, you cut the loyalty, whatever it is, make sure you get everything above that, not the loyalty. But so I think the AI reads it as like, oh, you've already got 5 cents off, so we're going to lower it.
The last 4 gas stations, I haven't had to send a picture.
Oh, it's check-in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, the one I go to is always receipt. So, yeah, the check-in thing would avoid that. They wouldn't know. But anyways. I mean, I get it why they're doing it. They don't want to. I mean, you're
Yeah, I
already
get it, yeah.
but still, it's like doesn't matter. Just give me the full amount. Shut up.
Right. I mean, it's 12 cents.
Yeah, I mean, what are you doing? Jeez. All right, let's do this last picture, and we'll call it a day. DoorDash fees.
Time goes so fast, huh?
I know we're at 60 minutes already.
So DoorDash fees. Is this how the other half lives? Personally, I've never ordered DoorDash, only delivered. And
It's a screenshot of.
It's a screenshot from a Reddit group. I'm thinking it says, "I can't keep living like this man," and he orders a signature milk tea. And he pays $6.50. And when she's done paying for all the fees, he pays $22.93 for that same tea. He paid $1.50 in regulatory response fee.
I think that might be in California. That might be the Prop 22 there. But anyways, keep going.
46 cents in tax, $7.99 delivery fee. I mean, okay, there was more to deliver the damn tea than to buy it. 98-cent service fee. $2.50 small order fee, $3 Dasher tip, and a total of $22.93 for a tea.
For a $6.50 tea. So let's look at this a little bit. The small order fee, that's bullshit. Is that going to go to the restaurant, or is it going to DoorDash?
Oh, DoorDash, I'm sure.
You know what I mean? Why do they care? They're charging fees up the asshole. So it's already $23. So now it's not small order. It's a big ass order. And then the Dasher tip. I mean, I appreciate the tip for. I mean, $3 on $6.50 isn't bad. I mean, it's just.
But how much is the Dasher getting of this? That's the other.
Well,
side
the
of it.
Dasher will get $250 plus $3, so they'll get $550 for that.
So Dash gets the DoorDash gets $7.99.
No,
they get
Sorry.
they get 98 cents with the service fee. They get the $2.50 small order fee, right?
And the regulatory response, I really think that's Prop 22.
I'm sure.
The driver will get some of that, but it's crazy. I don't understand it. I saw a TikTok video today about this, and we'll share it next week. But it was about both sides. They were bitching at DoorDash to pay them accordingly, and then they're on the customer side is like, oh my god, look how expensive this is. I order a $10 cheeseburger and it's $35 to deliver it, so that's why they don't tip. So yeah, I don't know how people order all the time either. I mean, no. it is well, just like you said, that with inflation, I mean, clearly people have disposable income unless they're putting out a credit card. I don't know. It's crazy.
Like every other day, my daughter asks me if they can get order DoorDash. No, you can't.
Oh my gosh, my daughter wants me to deliver just food to her to the high school. She's like, Dad, can you just bring me Chick-fil-A when I'm out working? Like, no, honey, order it on the app. Get a job.
I'm sorry. Are you gonna tip me $10?
Yeah, and it's coming out of my checking account. So wait, I'm tipping myself $10. Okay, whatever. Anyways. All right, guys, just a reminder, if you missed the first part of the show, next December 7th is our last show. We'll have some content throughout the month of December, but we will not be live again after December 7th. So,
and for everybody on live here tonight, thank you so much, and happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Enjoy your family. Don't drink too much, and we got to
don't tell me what to do.
All right. We got to do our sign-off. Do you remember?
No, of course not.
Don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
And I don't and drive safe. I don't know. And we'll see you on the road.
Damn it, Jesper! I forgot to give you a heads up. I know. I forgot. I forgot.
It's something new we're trying. Guys.
We're trying. We fucked up. I appreciate everyone. Have a safe holiday if you're making that cheddar out there. So have a good night.
Thanks, guys.
I forgot to remind you. This podcast is produced and edited by Hey Guys Media Group. Want to start a podcast? Check out heyguysmediagroup.com.